Alright, what's up y'all? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I stream live every market open, so you can see my trades, my wins, my losses, my good things, my bad things, learn from my mistakes, see the process. If that's your type of thing, hit the like button and subscribe, and join me on my journey. As for right now, I'm here to go over my trades for the day. Drum roll, please. What y'all think? Boom! Another green day. Man, alhamdulillah. It's been an interesting month. I'm actually up for the month. Not much, but for $10 risk, I'm up $250 on the month. And that's great. That's great. I guess that's 15R on the month. Which is kind of wild because I'm up probably 15R on the week. Let's see. Monday was minus 5R. Then I had 13, then 7, then today is 8.5. That's 23.5R in 1 week. It's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. One of my good brothers in the struggle hit me on the live stream today. He's like, something has clicked, and I feel like that for sure, but I guess I've been excited and let down on this journey so many times at this point that I don't want to get excited. But that's one side of me. The other side of me wants to jump to $50 risk per trade and go on and get to the bag, you know. But yeah, man, it's an interesting journey of conquering yourself. I think that's probably the greatest victory, is feeling like I'm starting to overcome the things in myself that I couldn't overcome before. And it's starting to show in my P&L. But, you know, flukes happen. It could be the market. You know, the market's just giving me good opportunities and I'm luckily jumping on the right things. I don't know. The SPY hasn't been all that great though. SPY's really been chopping around. I've just been I feel like I've just been finding good movers and I'm trading them better, you know? Anyway, I don't want to go on a super long rant. Let's go on and jump into it. First trade was snow. Now, I started the day today saying that I wasn't going to take any trades until at least the first 15 minutes, but ideally the first 30. Basically wait for the first or second 15-minute candle to close before I take an entry. That did not happen. That did not happen. I believe I took snow on the 5. Okay, so snow was a 5-minute ORB. And I believe I added on the 15 break. Yeah, so I added on the 15 ORB. I think ORB is like my new bread and butter, man. It's like the higher high, higher low to VWAP setup is great, but a lot of times it doesn't happen. And on something really bullish, the only way to catch it is by catching an opening range breakout. Although Snow did really nice trading on the 2-minute, as you can see right here, it definitely made a higher high, higher low to VWAP. I mean, it didn't quite get back to VWAP, but this is tradable. You know, you will buy it and put your stop underneath VWAP. But yeah, I'm just really liking the ORBs, man. Really liking the ORBs. So yeah, so I entered on the 5-minute. And then I added on the 15. And these other ads, I would imagine, are 2-minute ads. No, it don't look like it. Maybe 5s? Sorry, you guys. There's a lot going on in the morning. It's hard for me to remember why I do some of this stuff. Okay, no, these were 2-minute ads. They were 2-minute ads. So basically to break over this level and to break over that level. Although here, when I'm getting this far away from my entry, definitely rather wait for a VWAP. So this would have been a much better place to add on this pullback. So I added on this break, and then when it broke the same level again, I added again. So it took me 4 ads to build my position. And boy, was it worth it. It was absolutely worth it. I took 5R off the table up here and left, I think I had 50 shares altogether. I took 40 up here for 5R, and I let 10 shares ride up and got another 3R almost on it. Yeah, about another 3R. So that was amazing. So we got almost 8R on this. We'll put the little squiggly. I mean, really, I could have stopped at that trade and just, like my boy, was that Joe Dub or Q was like, I would have been watching TV after the snow trade. But of course, I get into snow. I'm also in like 4 other things at the same time. So let's check out TSM. TSM was a jump of the gun that did not work out. And I mean, I don't think it was a bad trade. The daily isn't great. Honestly, the daily's already made a lower low. TSM's probably not in play for a while, to be honest. So I really could have let TSM go. It was gapping up this morning over yesterday's high too. So I'm not mad at myself for this. Although if I would have waited the 15 minutes, I would have never triggered into this trade. And this would have been a no trade. Just at least waiting the first 15. I think on snow, the first 15 would have still gotten me a great entry. Yeah, this could have been my first entry, and I would have had a very nice position size without the risk of taking this really early entry. I mean, there's still risk, of course, but this is a much higher probability play, in my opinion. So TSM, that was a 5-minute ORB failed. End of story. All right, coin was like, coin was rough. So I think coin was actually a 15-minute ORB. And this would have never failed, meaning buying here and putting my stop under that candle, I would have not stopped out of this trade. I would definitely went to target. But you know me, I'm adding. This isn't the best ad though. I don't know if it looks better on one of these other time frames. Yeah, this ad was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. And I probably still would have gotten stopped out of the trade even if I waited for a good ad, which would have been this break. But if that happened and I got stopped out here, I probably would have been willing to get right back in because this is a great setup. One thing I've noticed and I noticed this a long time ago, triggers inside of consolidation don't count. So I got excited about this hammer candle right here, which is why I entered here. But this is inside of this candle. The hammer candle is really only good if it breaks low, breaks a level, and gets bought back up. So this because we kind of have a flat bottom right here, right? But this candle breaks down and gets bought back up, and the trigger is over VWAP. So this is actually a really great try. If I'm going to try again, this is the better spot, not this. So had I been looking at that, this would have been a better entry. I tried 3 times on coin. I got stopped here, got in here, got stopped again, got in again, and got stopped again. And then I was like, all right, that's 3 times, I'm done. But the 4th time was the one. Because I watched this form and I was like, man. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go in 4 times on the same stock. But that would have been the time, and that would have been the one to make it all back. But, you know, you can't catch them all. Good learning experience, though. Good learning experience as far as being conscious about the hammer candle and wanting to see it break the range and get bought back up. We want to test out those buyers underneath that level to see if they're there or not, and they're willing to step up. So yeah, I just aggressive with my ad, and it pulled back. I mean, honestly, I was at 2R. I should have moved my take profit. I didn't move my stop to break even. And trying to think if I have a good excuse for that. This ad way up here just ruined the trade. If I can't accumulate my position down here at the lower level, adding up there is just, you might as well just leave your stop down low and wait to see if it can come back, you know? Because had I kept my stop under that candle, I would have never stopped out. I would have much better opportunities to add to the trade, and it could have been a different type of day, man. I mean, just think, without that 3R loss on coin, it would have been over a 10R day, you know? So definitely something to take away from that. Burke, I didn't know anything about. I don't know. I mean, Birkenstock, I'm assuming it's that sandal company. I didn't know if they had a catalyst. I just know they sold off really hard, and they were trading on a lot of volume today, and it had a nice setup on the 15, although it was below VWAP. As soon as I got in, I was like, dang, I bought below VWAP, and I was anxious about it. But then it traded over VWAP and stayed over VWAP all day, and it gave me 3R 3 times. It's kind of hard to see on the let me clear some of this stuff up. It's hard to see on the 15, but bought here, 3R here, 3R here, and 3R here. The 3rd time I was like, all right, it's definitely gonna break the high on the 3rd time, but not the case. Not the case, and I'm glad I did tighten up my stop so I could get something out of it. Almost 2R on this one. I did have my stop up pretty much at break even though, so I did take the risk off the table, which is good. Got to 3R 3 times. Settled for 2R. Yeah, so I mean, it actually would have been a fantastic trade, but it becomes hard to sell at 3R when you're getting 7R on some stocks. It really does, but you just really have to measure the potential. And all I wanted was pre-market high. So it wasn't like I was asking for a lot. My take profit was beneath the high, was beneath the whole dollar. So I believe I was at 54. I might have been at 54.89. I think this thing went to within a penny of my target. And then I think I raised it up to 99. which is under the pre-market high. So I don't think my targets were really that crazy, but I could have taken 3R. So I guess I can't really be that mad. My profit target wasn't crazy. I was just going for about 4R, which was underneath the pre-market high, underneath the whole dollar of 55. So that was a good level. It just didn't play out like I wanted. And I made out with 2R. So it's not really bad. It's not bad. Google, bruh, trash. Straight bad management on Google. This was one trade that I lost 2R on. And it happened right here. I went YOLO right here. I was like, I'm about to add thick right here. And it went up and I just looked at it. I can't remember if I had 50 shares right here. I can't remember what my profit was at the high, but it probably would have been a good time to sell. Especially the way Google trades. Google's so weird, man. Google's so weird. Added heavy. Pull back. Let's see. What was my entry on this? This probably was a 15er. Yeah, not a good entry at all, though. This big wide range candle, I really hate entering over the tops of those. I want to see a narrow range candle, just kind of a more slow, gradual move up. ORB, that was extended. Bad play. All right, man, we got a lot to review today. Adobe was the one that got away. What happened with Adobe was this? Okay, Adobe was a 15-minute opening range breakout over the actual opening range. A lot of times, if I would have caught it early enough, I would have tried to trigger in right here. But this was one that came through on the live stream from a buddy of mine, Q. And man, it was a great signal, man. I appreciated him bringing it to me. But I just got really aggressive with my stop. I wanted to take my risk off, and I got super aggressive with my stop. It stopped me out within a couple pennies and then went up to my target, which was pretty sad because that was a home run trade. This definitely would have been at least 4R on that one. Adobe was 15-minute high a day break. I was so close to moving my stop back below this low right here, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want the risk on anymore, so I put it at break even. Man, and it went right there to my target. So break even. Not terrible, but I mean, it was a great trade. I just fumbled the bag on that one. That was an easy another 3R on the day. Like, this could have been a crazy day. It really could have been a crazy day. I caught a lot of really good trades. Let's check out Amazon. So this was a 15-minute break over this high on Amazon. I was waiting and watching for this. And this is another one where I just got too aggressive with my ads too quickly. And it came back down and tested through VWAP. Actually, you know what? I think the ad was great. It just didn't work out. It just rolled over. The SPY rolled over. And it took Amazon with it. But Amazon came back. And I bought this guy right here. And it worked out great. Took that thing to 3R. and made my loss back plus almost 2R. So this was a 15-minute break over VWAP. Added on 2-minute higher low, spiraled, stopped out. Second, it was another 15-minute break over VWAP. Probably gonna start calling that BOV, break over VWAP. 3R. Bang. Yeah, so it's just part of the game. You want to add, you want to build your position, and I mean the VWAP was trending up. It's not bad because my stop was down here, and I was able to move it right under there, under this swing low. So I mean it's good trading to me. It just spiraled over. That's how it goes sometimes. That's why we put stop losses in. Dollar Tree. This was, I heard this getting called out over the scanner a lot, and I finally, after my 5th time hearing it, I decided to pull it up, and I saw this consolidation on the 15. I said, hey man, let me try that break a day, because the high of this consolidation is actually the high of this previous day's hammer candle. So I thought that was a pretty good level, and if it broke, I thought it could have a decent run. It did not. It moved very slowly. I was very anxious about moving my stop up, and hey man, I almost got an R out of that bad boy. So this was high of day, previous day, break on the 15. After consolidation on 15, didn't break, took 1R. Not bad. Pan W, man, I was sick about Pan W because I wanted it so bad right here. I was watching this setup and I didn't take it. I mean, you had a couple opportunities to take this thing, and I didn't take it, and I got to watch it go crazy. I wanted it at 336, and it went straight up to 344 before making any kind of real pullback. Came down to VWAP, and I went ahead and jumped on and was able to get 3R. Super cool. Super cool. I almost got 4R on that thing, but I got aggressive with my stop and stopped out by pennies, and then it went up to target. It'd be like that. Probably a good idea to keep your stop under the last swing low. If it's a couple dollars down from break even, it's probably going to be worth it if it saves you from getting stopped out and it goes to target. I would definitely trade a couple dollars that I was worried about stopping out for another R, or 2. So, but good trade. This was a 5-minute BOV, break over VWAP, added to 3R. That's Pan W. All right, so today, let's see. I failed not miserably, but I definitely did not wait until the first 15 minutes to take some trades. Let's see. Snow was 5 minutes. TSM was 5 minutes. I did wait for Coin. Berg. Did wait for Google. Okay, so it wasn't that bad of a fail. It's just Snow and TSM. So Snow worked, TSM did not. Now, if I waited for the second 15, Snow would have still worked. Hold on. Had I waited for the first 15, snow would have still worked. I wouldn't have had as good as an entry, but a decent entry. Snow would have worked, and TSM would not have triggered. I would not have gotten in TSM. So at least waiting the first 15 would have definitely saved me. I think that's really worth it. I think so. And I really think the concept is the same as far as what I was looking for on 2-minute ORBs, which is for the opening candle to be a similar size to the pre-market candles, meaning not extended, not a really wide range candle. So I'm going to try again tomorrow to wait the first 15 minutes. Wait for the first 15-minute candle to close and then see what's popping. If it's above VWAP, I'll take the break. If it's worth it, you know, you got to look at the daily range, the average trading range, and see how much room you got left after that 15-minute candle closes. If you have a lot left, it's probably a good, you know, a good go. If it's above VWAP, all those type of things, good volume, good setup on the daily, those things. Like, I feel like it's not terribly hard to find a stock that has a really high likelihood of going green on the daily, and trading that on the 15 is, I almost want to say easy, but has a much higher probability of catching the move up on the 15 than I do without getting stopped out than I do on the 2 or the 5. So tomorrow, fun Friday. I almost want to raise my risk, man. But let's try to close out the week strong. $10 risk. See what tomorrow looks like. Maybe we'll start. I don't know. I feel like I should probably finish out the month of June. I still got a pretty big hole to fill. So for sure, I'm going to try to sit out the first 15 minutes. It might take baby steps. It might take me a few trading sessions to really get that commitment from myself to honor that. You know, it took me a while to break my habit of trading below VWAP, but I finally broke it. So it might take a while to stop entering before the 15-minute candle closes, but I'm going to keep trying. It's going well, you guys. We'll see how it goes tomorrow and the days to come, man. Hit that like button for me, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.